Yo, what's up guys? So today, the Dread speedrunning community decided to allow uncapped turbos on the official leaderboards, and personally, I couldn't be happier. But why am I happy? Before I answer that, I want to give you a little background. Mashing is pretty much required for boss fights across all Dread categories. Use it against most of the central units, against the Chozo X fights, and is especially helpful for skipping the gold phase of Ravenbeak. You also use it to get through Adam's dialogue faster in navigation rooms. Because mashing is so important in text and boss fights, many Dread speedrunners were experiencing pain or discomfort in their hands and forearms depending on how they mashed. This of course could be mitigated with proper exercises, stretches, and icing, but it was still happening. And even speaking from personal experience, I opted to not do multiple runs in a day because my hands, quite frankly, they wouldn't let me. My mash would slow down significantly if I was running too much or if I was practicing too much. If this happened, I ended up having to take multiple days off for my hands to rest. But I'm not a staff member, I'm just a runner. I have no real connection to anybody in the staff, so I can't speak on the actual reasons for allowing turbos, but from how I see the run, this allows us to focus on movement and aiming during boss fights instead of trying to improve our mash. For example, I've remapped controls and tried various methods of mashing from single finger to two finger to even trying two-handed mashing. So I've put in work to improve my mashing, and I think I've got a pretty good mash when I compare it to how my turbo works. But by allowing turbos, we're skipping over a sort of useless skill. I would say it's still a skill because you can improve it and there are other techniques for it, but I think it's a silly skill to keep as it's causing so many runners to have actual physical issues. I can see price being brought up to argue against turbos, but many turbo controllers cost less than a Switch Pro controller at $70 US. I spent $50 on mine and I'm immensely happy with the quality I got for it. I can also use my controller on other platforms where I can't use my Pro controller. I would rather allow turbos and have to spend money on a new controller than to try and tough it out without knowing the actual long-term effects of this intense mashing on my hands and forearms. Getting back to the original question, why am I happy about this? Well, if it wasn't already obvious, I'm happy for two reasons. First is because I can focus more on improving my movement and focus less on how good I'm mashing during boss fights. I'd hate to lose a PB because my arms were tired from a previous run or from practicing my mashing. And the second reason is because I love Metroid Dread. I've done some runs with the turbo and I felt like I could run this game so much more than I already am. I'm so excited to see how much faster this game can get by allowing turbos. And I hope this also encourages more people to try speedrunning Dread because honestly, dude, this game is fucking sick. Thanks for watching.